Welcome back to Waiting for the Weekend, where we chat about all the great events and activities coming up here in the Valley. We're going to get right to it. We're going to start with Tara in Mahoning County. Tara, what you got going on?
Okay, well, today is opening day at the Tulip Experience at White House Fruit Farm. You might have heard about this last year. They had this idea. They planted 225,000 tulip bulbs, and it was a breathtaking display. It was rows and rows of different colors of tulips, and they had, the success of last year, they had planned double this year. They had 500,000 tulip bulbs planted.
Holy cow.
Now, the challenging winter this spring with the up and down temperatures, it's not exactly what they hoped for, but there's some early varieties in bloom that are beautiful. So they're opening that part of the field today. So, while they could kind of salvage what they could, it's not what they had hoped for, but it's still going to be a beautiful, colorful display. They have opened, you have to have a ticket for this event to go in, and you can walk in the fields, take photos. So they have posted like dates through the end of the month. They'll kind of see how the weather's going and how the blooms are into May. But for right now, you can reserve tickets before the end of the month. Based on last year, they would sell out. The dates went quickly. So if you're interested, I would, reserve your spot now. But it's at whitehousefruitfarm.com. You can purchase your tickets. They are also having pre-picked tulips available. You can't pick tulips in the field, but they will have tulips cut for you if you wanted to purchase them, along with vases in the old garage. And they're also selling gift items. I've seen they have shirts that say Tulip Experience and lots of kind of fun things. And then, while you're out there, you can stop in the market too.
They know how to do an event out there. They
do. Yeah.
Oh, great.
Friday is the Federal Frenzy Music and Arts Festival in downtown Youngstown. YSU Penguin Productions puts this event on. It's the 12th year for it. It will be Saturday from 2 to 11 on West Federal Street and Phelps Street in downtown Youngstown. They have over 20 musical performances scheduled. There'll be local vendors, food trucks, all kinds of activities in the downtown area there. The event is free. It's open to the public. They have different stages set up. There's a main stage, the Summit FM stage. There's a Twisted Roots stage, Varsity Club stage, V2 stage. So it's just easy to go to ysu.edu/Federal Frenzy. You'll see the full lineup of all the musical acts on each stage, as well as the other events going on. The Flea at Frenzy will be held. This is by Youngstown Flea.
Oh, fun.
They kind of do their own special market there as part of the event. And then we've talked about this last week, but the Youngstown Skate Park Association, they're doing a pop-up at this event as well. So again, just go to that website, ysu.edu/Federal Frenzy. There's information on parking. They're encouraging people to park in the Wick Avenue parking deck on campus, and then they're going to provide a shuttle on a continuous loop so you can easily make it downtown. We also have a couple of performances opening on Friday. The University Theater at YSU is opening Kiss Me Kate. This is just for one weekend. It's opening tomorrow, Thursday through Sunday. There's performances. This is based around Shakespeare's The Taming of the Shrew. So there's performances Thursday through Saturday at 7:30 and then Sunday at 2. This is in the YSU Ford Theater in Bliss Hall. And then another musical is The Mean Girls. Millennial Theater Company is presenting this at the Youngstown Playhouse. It's this weekend, Friday, Saturday at 7:30 and Sunday at 2:30. And then finally, the Youngstown Phantoms hockey, the playoff games, round 2, are this weekend at the Covelli Center. So the game Friday is at 7:05 and then Saturday it's at 6:05.
All right. I love Kiss Me Kate. I don't know if you guys ever saw it. I think I saw it as a kid.
I don't think I've ever seen it. I'm trying to think.
It's really good. Really good. All right, Sam, what do you got going on?
Very musical based stuff this time around.
Fun.
So we're gonna cover some musical ground today. Starting with this Friday, we have 2 shows in downtown Warren area that I want to highlight. One at Robbins Theater, one at Packard Music Hall. So you have to pick. Sorry, you can't have both this time. At Robbins Theater, they are doing their Beatles versus Stones showdown. They tend to do this about once a year. So it'll be obviously Beatles versus Rolling Stones. So if you're a fan of one or both, this is the perfect show for you. Doors are at 6:30, shows at 7:30. Tickets are always very affordable for this. And these are two very good, well, I shouldn't say two. It is one very good tribute band who is capable of doing the body of work of both bands in a very good way. Yeah. So I think that's cool. I've unfortunately never seen this exact show. So I wish I could give you like, oh, this is how they compete, but I've never gone. I know it's always on a day where I have something else, which is clearly happening this time too, because they have two in one night too. But if you're a Beatles or Stones fan, I mean, there you go. It's perfect, especially when everyone debates about which one is more influential. It's the Beatles. Don't let anyone tell you anything. At the Packard Music Hall, if that isn't your thing, we have Ian Munzik, which is a really cool get. I feel like this is his Eagle Flies free tour. So this show is at 8 p.m. at Packard. This will be very like mountainy country music, if that makes sense. Think like, I think his phrase was like Western rooted ballads mostly. But there's some high energy stuff too. And I think if country is your thing, which maybe if country is your thing, Beatles and Stones wouldn't be. So here's the other end of it for you. So that's
right?
Yeah. And then continuing the music theme, this Saturday, the 18th, is Record Store Day in the country. So actually, maybe the world, I don't know if the UK has a separate Record Store Day. That's a great question to look into. But for the US, it is April 18th, and we have two amazing record stores that do big events every year. One is the Record Connection in Niles. Jeff over there has been doing this forever. He's a pro. It's pretty much just him every year making it happen. It's incredible. But his starts at 9, doors at 10. People will be in line far before that. And he always has a bunch of local bands show up and do performances under a tent. It'll be incredible. I will be there. And then Fat Hippie Records. I always want to say Fatty Cakes because of our soap company.
Right.
Fat Hippie Records over in Brookfield is also doing a very similar event. They will have a tent and have live music as well, which I think is really awesome. Both supporting local bands. And that will be about the same thing, like a 9-10 a.m. start for both. So plan strategically like I am. I'm going to hit up Record Connection first and then hop over to Brookfield to Fat Hippie Records and see what I can grab at both record stores in one morning. And then one other event I wanted to bring up real quick, not music related, this Saturday from 9:30 to noon is our spring citywide community cleanup in Warren. So this is hosted by the Trumbull Neighborhood Partnership. It's a free volunteer-based get-together. You can sign up online. If you visit trulytrumbull.com, we have the links to everything for Trumbull Neighborhood Partnership. But you can bring as much or as little tool-wise as you want. They have stuff too. Just spend a couple hours picking a section, a block in the community to clean up. And then usually we meet up at the little cabin over here in downtown Warren for some pizza and snacks and water afterwards too.
Awesome. Lots of music going on.
Yes, lots.
Federal frenzy and everything. That is all a good time. That is always a fun time. So, all right. Thanks so much for joining us. Plenty to choose from this week and this weekend. And if you have anything you want to add,